Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. To begin at the beginning, Oliver's mother was found in the street, taken to the workhouse, where she gave birth and died. Oliver cried loudly. He had no home, no father, no mother, and very little hope of any help. Mr. Bumble the Beadle christened him Oliver Twist. He was in the workhouse, and he remained in the workhouse, eating little, suffering plenty of punishment. At the age of 9 years, he was taken to another workhouse, where, as an adult, he was expected to work as well as suffer little food and lashings of punishment. One day, the boys were so hungry, they elected Oliver to ask for more. "Please, sir, I want some more." Horror! How dare he? Mr. Bumble offers £5 reward to anyone who will take the boy away. An undertaker offers, and Oliver finds himself working by day, badly treated, and sleeping among the coffins at night. Until one day, another apprentice insults his dead mother. Oliver attacks him, rebels, leaves, and walks to London. In London, he meets Jack Dawkins, the artful dodger. Jack offers him somewhere to stay and eat at a respectable gentleman called Fagin. The respectable gentleman turns out to be a Jewish man who receives stolen goods and organises boys to pick pockets. It starts as a game. "Oliver, my dear boy, you see this handkerchief hanging out of my pocket? See if you can take it without my noticing." "Here it is, sir." "Well done, Oliver." But the game ends on the street, where stealing is work and could end up in prison. In fact, Oliver, while watching the boys steal, a gentleman cries, "Thief!" Oliver turns, runs, but is seen, chased, captured, and arrested. The gentleman, Mr. Brownlow, is told that Oliver is not responsible and takes him in and begins to look after him. He is much struck by Oliver's likeness to a portrait on his wall. And Oliver, too, is much taken by the soft, gentle features of the woman looking down on him. But Fagin is afraid that Oliver will go to the police. He sends Bill Sykes and Nancy to find Oliver, capture him, and bring him back. Oliver returns to Fagin. Shortly afterwards, Oliver is taken one dark, foggy night by Bill Sykes to rob a house. Oliver is pushed in through a narrow window. A servant sees him, and he is shot. Sykes escapes, but Oliver is taken in and taken care of by the two women of the house, Mrs. Maylie and Rose Maylie. He is happy there. But Fagin has got together with a mysterious man called Monks. Monks has hunted Oliver down. He wants a locket that belonged to Oliver's mother. He finds it, pays for it, and destroys it. He and Fagin plan to capture Oliver and turn him into a criminal. But Nancy overhears them. She runs to tell Rose Maylie. And when Oliver returns with news that he knows where Mr. Brownlow lives, Rose goes and tells Mr. Brownlow everything. Mr. Brownlow understands that Monks is Oliver's step-brother, and he wants to deprive Oliver of the inheritance of their dead father. Mr. Brownlow decides to confront Monks. Nancy is still helping, but she is followed. And when Bill Sikes learns that she is helping Oliver, he clubs her to death. When the body is discovered, the hunt for Sikes and Fagin is on. Mr. Brownlow confronts Monks and makes him agree to allow Oliver to have his part of the inheritance. We learn that Mr. Brownlow was an old friend of Oliver's father, that Rose Maylie is his aunt, and the picture on the wall was Oliver's mother. Meanwhile, Fagin has been arrested and Sikes seen. A crowd follows him. He escapes onto the rooftops. And while trying to lower himself from the roof, while the crowd roar, he slips, falls, and hangs himself. Finally, Fagin is hanged, Mr. Bumble is punished, Monks goes abroad, Rose Maylie is married, and Oliver receives his part of the inheritance and is adopted by Mr. Brownlow. Peace is established. Good wins.